I mean, it's good to, thank you for joining us.
Sure. I can't tell if he's talking to us.
Yeah, I lost this.
Yeah, we're gone.
It's not working.
Yeah, we're not even in the.
I can hear you guys.
Oh, you can. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but we can't. Unfortunately, it just says Bub's iPhone.
Yeah, this thing's a real piece of work.
Gotcha.
Well, then that solves the visual problem.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah. Well, okay, you're back.
It just turns.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Turned itself off. Unbelievable.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
And we have a giant ominous cat.
Yes. Well, and for a second, I thought I was having an acid flashback, but
Maybe you are.
I think
That's
everyone,
our attorney,
everyone can see the cat, so we're all good.
Yes. Somehow you got that cat to be your background.
Well, we're gonna leave that one up to his wife here.
Gotcha. That's always the best play. So we are Heather and I are here with members of the band Black Sasquatch from Ohio, I believe,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Because I was watching, since I knew that I would be talking to you guys later. I listened to some of the tracks off the Triangle.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And Heather and I actually talked about Wild Hogs the other day on our podcast.
Yeah, we heard it.
And then I saw you guys were playing at the Buzz Bin. So we have we've seen some other bands play there.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah. Grave Next Door I know has played there a few times, and Black Tar Superstar. So it's always nice to meet other bands that are in the Ohio Midwest area.
Oh yeah, and our friends Ghost Hello.
Oh yeah, Ghost Hello
played there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a vehicle breakdown on the way to Canton. It was a real nightmare.
Yeah, we had ourselves a time on that gig, as they might say in Texas.
Right. Yeah, those are the things you as a fan you don't really think about so much.
Yeah, it was great.
It's sort of
we're
like
standing on the side of the road for a couple hours. It was about 90 degrees out.
Oh geez.
Tow truck couldn't find us. They had to drive back to our practice place. We had another vehicle, grab a different vehicle, come back to get all the equipment and take off.
Blah 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 blah.
We just left the vehicle there on the side of the road for a day
and we rocked triumphantly.
And we still made the show though.
And they're still talking about us in the greater Camden area.
Yeah, well, I would imagine you've probably got some really crazy stories from the road. Considering also, I think I saw that you also attended some Bigfoot conferences.
Yeah, every year we set up at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. We have a vendor table, and it's at Salt Fork State Park. It's the biggest Bigfoot show in the state, and all the guys from all the different Bigfoot shows and podcasts and authors and everybody's there. And then there's us.
Selling merch.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, it's a built-in audience.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It works out. That's why we do it.
We cornered the market in Bigfoot Rock.
Sure.
We're crypto musicology's finest band.
That reminds me, there's a musician that plays under the moniker Orcumentary, who we were talking to a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. And he sort of cornered the market on orc rock.
Yeah, there you go. See?
So it's it's
like Mork from Orc, or like Armies of Mordor Orc.
Yeah, Armies more Lord of the Rings style.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he puts on a persona of like an orc when he's playing, and then there'll be banter with the crowd. But it's very much like Lord of the Rings inspired music and stuff along those lines.
Yeah, sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly cornered the market on orc themed music. But it was cool because I had recognized Wild Hogs, and I think at the beginning of the song, don't you guys quote, you guys have a line from the movie, "We don't serve wild hogs here."
Yeah,
So
as far
that,
as
Yeah,
Disney knows, we don't.
yeah, we took a little clip from the movie, thought it would be funny.
well, I enjoyed it. It had been a
Well,
long time.
it's funny. You know, we never thought anybody would actually catch that. So, you know, you must be like a movie buff or something.
That's one of the, every so often there will be music I listen to that sample a clip from a movie. And because I'm pretty well versed in movies, I tend to recognize like, oh yeah, no, I recognize that. And then I think one of you may have commented, I was telling Heather that one of the ways you guys sign your social media posts is keep it squatchy.
Yeah.
So on Rick and Morty, there was a character named Squanchy who would always say, you know, who would always use the word squanchy. So the first time I read that, I thought it was keep it squanchy.
Yeah.
But
We've been saying that for like
We're not affiliated with
10
that
years.
cartoon entity.
no, it's your, yeah, no, keep it squat. But it was really cool to sort of go back and watch some of the live shows,
Uh-huh.
you know, and sort of see, because it's great sort of hard rock music, but I love the fact that you guys sort of incorporate, you know, the Bigfoot theme into most of the, you know, either the songs or the look. So
Yeah, we try
yeah,
to
he looks like a Bigfoot.
we
so
try to
that
keep it
helps
we try,
out a
try to
lot.
keep it different, you know. It's something different, it would sound different, the theme's different.
Yeah, you know.
And we always try to keep consistent with the online stuff where we always either Bigfoot related or something to do with
Well,
Squatchy or something like that, you know.
I don't want to get stuck into a total shtick, but you know, it's a good. It works.
yeah, well, it's not
It's
like it.
branding. It's your brand. It's branding.
Yeah, we own Bigfoot now, so anytime
Branding. Yeah.
anybody sees Bigfoot, you know, they owe us money.
Well, it's not, you know, it's certainly not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So you've got, you know, it'll always be lore that you can keep working with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it lends itself to, you know, we got new stuff that we're working on, and you know, he's been churning around with this concept for a while.
So now
Maybe
I know,
maybe we'll do a double album.
yeah,
Be an epic tale of love and loss and Bigfoot.
yeah. I mean, I would that I'm hooked already.
Well, you can be our first investor, Howard. You can be on the ground floor of this exciting new production opportunity.
Yeah, you know, I'm always looking for new opportunities. But I know the Triangle was an EP that came out in January, and I think you have another. Was there another single or an EP that's on Bandcamp?
Yeah,
that I saw?
Yeah, we just recorded a new single, just a one-off song.
Yeah, it hasn't been released yet, but the other one that's on Bandcamp was Ohms Records out of Canton, and it's a compilation CD that we're on also. But we're working on a brand new EP. We just recorded one of the tracks a month ago.
Yeah, the two songs on the one you're talking about are also on the Triangle.
Yeah.
So those aren't new,
Right.
but we have a new one that'll be released on a compilation in the fall.
Yeah, that
That's
we're working
cool.
on now. So
you're working on. There's a new EP in the works.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
now that shows are starting to come back a little bit more, do you guys have plans to play, you know, live?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, August 21st, we're in Putnam Tavern in Zanesville, Ohio, middle of nowhere. And then September 25th, we're in Newark, Ohio.
To somewhere else.
No,
The
the Hub Bar.
The Hub. Sorry.
And then we have another gig, I think in November
6th,
6th at the Hub Bar, also in Newark, Ohio.
with Black Tar Superstar.
Yeah, with Black Tar Superstar.
Oh, nice. There's another band we're familiar with. That's been one of the sort of the silver linings of all of this is getting to know, you know, bands from regional areas.
Yeah,
and they're a great band. That's going to be a great show.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
pretty good. They're really,
And we're good too, but
Yeah, we're okay.
don't sell.
we're okay.
Yeah.
They're really heavy. We're not that heavy. Like, we're more like rock and middle hard rock and that
Yeah,
level.
I was a little when I first started listening to the Triangle, I didn't really know what I was in for. And I wasn't surprised, but I sort of felt like, oh, this is much more of a hard rock edge. I think Wild Hogs I felt could be sort of on the line between maybe hard rock and doom metal, just because the tempo is a lot slower.
Yeah.
But stuff is it Better Off Ted? Was that the other?
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's second track.
Okay. Yeah, that I felt like, okay, they're definitely much more of a hard rocking band.
Yeah,
so
that
if
was a
you're-
little punky.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. If you're out there and you're looking for that combo of music, then get the Triangle from Black Sasquatch and keep an eye out for future releases.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I like, every so often I like to slip in a plug, but
Yeah, yeah. And then the reviews come in, and then we get mangled in the press. Classic.
Yeah, we'll definitely send you a copy of the new EP for review once we get it done.
yeah, that'd be great. I mean, it's really, if you're looking for great sort of classic rock, or hard rock, then this is music for you. So it's really accessible and it's a lot of fun. I think that's another thing that I often think is missing with a lot of bands. It doesn't look like they're really having fun. I think obviously the subject matter lends itself a little bit more to kind of having a good time, but it sort of was great to watch you guys live at the Buzzbin. It was to see sort of the show, that you put on a great show.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah, that was a pretty good show.
Yeah, it's pretty, bing bang boom. You set up, you do the thing, and we
Yeah.
practice a lot, and it's a pretty short, tight set. So
Just for that show, when our vehicle broke down, we had to call the other band and have them go first to keep the show going. And then as soon as we showed up, we're directly taking everything out of the truck and setting up on stage, and just ran up there and did a set. Didn't even do a sound check. It just started playing. It's kind of hectic.
yeah, no, there's always, I remember watching the Woodstock documentary, and so many bands got waylaid that first day that Richie Havens had to do like 4 hours.
yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's,
and they
you know,
had
it's-
to rent helicopters because they could
Those are-
trapped.
those are always, like I said, those are the things
We
you
have helicopters.
never
Yeah.
really consider, that like you're,
Yeah,
you're
things
just,
go wrong. I mean, it's just there's no difference going to a gig than packing up the family and going on a trip.
sure.
Car could break down. Anything could happen. It's just
Yeah, all our vehicles are too old to make it an hour out of town. So
But we rise above it because we are professionals. You understand?
Well, that's like Heather and I have run into not hurdles of that magnitude where a van's broken down, but usually if people are trying to live stream or something and they can't get a signal, or sometimes the equipment is picking up static, and there's always hurt. I would always say it won't be a good show
Like this.
unless there's a problem.
yeah,
Yeah, but the show must go on, right?
It must, and it does.
Technology.
So I do have whose cat is that?
that's my cat.
Oh, it's an
Gotcha.
actual.
Yeah,
Okay.
Crybaby's its name.
I thought it was a demon manifesting
always cries
to
about
devour my soul.
It just showed up one day at our house. So
That's how it starts.
yeah,
It adopted you.
yeah,
Yeah,
Did
and as you can see now, it is our master overlord.
yeah. It wouldn't leave.
Yeah, and it's behind us with the ominous
Did I hear a
I-
dog? Do you guys have a dog there too?
Yeah, we got a dog too. We got a black lab. It's
A black lab. I thought I heard.
Puppy.
I thought I heard a dog barking.
Yeah, those two are constantly fighting all day long. It's great.
Like cats and dogs around here, I tell you. Crazy.
Yeah.
He disappeared again, Bob.
Good, I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. You back up a little bit, you disappear into the cat overlord.
Yeah.
You know,
You know.
I feel like
Well,
I feel like
speaking of-
it's like a Pentecostal service that we've turned into.
Yeah, I know. I'm Frodo. Look, I put the ring on.
Yep, and then you're gone.
I'm in the ghost world.
I'm haunting you.
Yeah, I got stabbed. Oh no.
So, okay, so you've got a couple gigs coming up in August, September. You've
Yeah.
got new music you're working on.
Yep.
Any other sort of things that are on the docket?
The new single that's coming out is called Infected. It's about the COVID virus. Basically it talks about issues of how
Deep.
people are
Deep
being
meaningful.
some people want to get vaccinated, some people don't want to get vaccinated.
I don't give it
Yeah.
away.
About how there wasn't anything to do and people were inside, and it touches on current events basically.
We're deep.
Sometimes
Yeah.
We're very deep.
Yeah, well, you know, you
other than
gotta-
that, really, I mean, you don't know too much what's going to be going on these days. You know, not a whole lot of events that you can be putting money in the bank on. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So we take, things come along as they do, and it seems like, now would probably be the best time to mostly focus on getting some new stuff recorded. Maybe
Yeah,
some video footage, but that's tentative. I don't know if that's stuff like that.
I think most musicians I've spoken to are really taking advantage of having time to work on new material right now.
Yeah.
So it's good. You know, it's always good to hear, because I feel like there's going to be an influx of a bunch of new songs coming out, over the next 6 months. Now that bands are going to be touring a lot more and being able to get back into the studio.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna trade out here, so
Hold
you
on
get to
a second.
meet Ted.
Our bass player.
Okay.
All right, I
Can you
can't
see
see.
him?
You got anything?
Take that shirt off, top shirt off.
You look like a terrorist.
Take it. Take that
What's
shirt
it here?
Are we in? Something go weird?
There you go.
There you go. Okay, yeah. There we go.
Scoot up a little like that. There you go. That's our bass player.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want you to know he's really Vinnie Vincent.
Yeah, I had suspected, but I'm glad you confirmed it.
Yeah. That's why his secret identity.
I'm in witness protection.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why he's on the internet.
He just has warrants is all.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's always one or the other.
Well, we got another song we're working on. It's going to be called I Believe, and it's about believing in Bigfoot. It's going to be basically the theme of the next EP. It's going to be called I Believe. So the title track is called I Believe, and it's a slower kind of song, just about how people that believe in Bigfoot really believe in it, and they can't be wavered, and they're thinking that it's true and stuff. So
And then some people are just in bands.
there's a lot of people like that at the conference.
Sure. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm not as familiar with with all of that, but it would seem like if you buy into it, you're in 100%. Like there's no like half measures or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like being in a cult. Once
Sure.
you're in, you're in. You can't leave.
We got some pretty good tracks, footprint. Where you got those, Bob? Over there at the house.
They're somewhere.
Here local, big prints in the snow is pretty eerie.
Yeah, there was the place about an hour from here. We found tracks in the snow in February that were about size 16 foot with toes and heel and everything, out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody. It was in a blizzard. The circumstances were crazy. It's out in the back of this guy's property where nobody goes. He's got 88 acres of land, and there was a whole trail of them just going up a ridge by a river in the snow, and it was so compacted down that it looked like it pressed down so hard when it stepped. And either somebody's out there making fake prints with
Bigfoot shoes.
Bigfoot shoes, or it's a Bigfoot, one or the other.
Well, it'll certainly be helpful to promote the album. The more of
maybe.
those imprints that you can find.
I showed it to guys at the conference, and one of the guys said it was fake. He goes, "Oh no, that's too easy to fake in the snow like that." I said, "Okay," but another guy I showed to it was going nuts over it. He said it looked like the Yeti Himalayan tracks from the 40s when they found those famous tracks in the Himalayan. So we got two contradicting reports on the photo. But we like to go Bigfoot hunting in between. As a band, sometimes we go. Just it's fun.
Yeah.
That's what we mean by going squatching.
Yeah, but it's mostly hiking.
Yeah, and laying around bitching about stuff.
Yeah, completely.
Well, there are a lot of facets to it.
The bitching
could,
is essential.
You should you could put the photo of the print in the new EP as like a gatefold.
Oh, that's a good idea. Dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah, we're totally doing that now.
we need
Thank you.
another shtick.
That's awesome. Then we can put the credits inside the footprints, like the
Yeah,
names.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities, but that I think that would be, because I think even hearing you talk about it now, I would want to see, that photo and make my own decision whether or not it's been fabricated or what could have made it.
Yeah, that's the second time second time we've found tracks, and it's all near Salt Fork State Park in Ohio. For some reason, all these things happen at these state parks. It's weird. I don't know why or what reasoning would be behind it, but
Tourism.
maybe.
Yeah, it's weird that Bigfoot stuff happens where Bigfoot people go looking for Bigfoot. I don't know what that's about. It's ominous.
Well, the first time we found tracks, we tried to do our own cast like they do on TV. We're trying to be like those guys.
It didn't work out.
It didn't come out too good, but oh well.
So we made a band instead.
Yeah, so we started this band.
We'll show them.
I don't know, the more stories you guys include and the more lore, that you include with this, I think it's going to make it a lot more interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun going out and
I can make up all kinds of stuff. Joking.
well, when we found those tracks, I'll tell this story. When we found those tracks, it was the middle of the day, about 1 o'clock. It was in the fall. We were at Salt Fork State Park. We're
on a horse trail.
We're up by a horse trail where there's a lot of mud from the horses, and that track was in the mud that the horse trail made. So it was a clear track. You could see it. It was like a big footprint with toes and everything.
Well, how can you only find one footprint? And
It
then
was weird. There was only one.
Yeah, and what does he just like hop
I have no
on
idea.
one foot and then pan-dimensionally?
No idea. But the other one was.
I'm not.
Anyways, these deer came running full speed at us from the horse track, which usually that never happens
Unless there's a train coming.
unless something's chasing them. These two deer ran up towards us and saw us and then ran off. So I started taking pictures, and I couldn't see anything when I was taking the photos. But later when we got back, there's an image on the photos, something that's sitting there that's black, all black. Just you can't tell what it is, but it wasn't there when I was taking any of the photos. It's like a black image,
like a Sasquatch, black.
Well, my,
I
don't
was a
know.
joke
I don't
because
know what
that's
it
our
is.
band name.
Could have been.
No, I get you.
Yeah, I should include all this stuff on your record.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's not forget the other half of the band name, you know, is Black Sabbath. You know, we like Bigfoot, but we like Sabbath too. You
Yeah.
know?
Sure.
We're expecting the cease and desist letter from Sharon Osbourne any day. So but until we get it.
Yeah, so go ahead and you know, let her know that she can sue us anytime she wants.
That's when you
I
know
don't
you
know these
made it.
guys.
When you
Yeah.
get the
That would
cease and
actually
desist.
be, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be great.
Then
to
we can
be
post that and
sued
say, look,
by
we're
a
getting sued.
multi-million-dollar lawyer.
Yeah, and then you can put that in the EP as well.
Well, you can put your
Well,
windows
no,
up,
then
Ted.
we won't be
Very
able to
good.
have an EP because they
Very
sued it.
good.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to check my windows too.
Great.
Your cameraman.
we're gonna
has
swap
to-
again.
Hey, hold on.
Heather and Andrew, we'll see you around.
Yeah, good talking with you.
Yeah, I got to roll up my windows. It's about the storm.
Somebody,
So Ted will be taking the camera.
somebody broke our camera holder just right before the show.
Yeah, good. It deserved it. Yeah, so this is like what it's gonna look like when I go solo. When I go solo, like Beyonce, it'll just be me. I'm just kidding.
You and the cat. Let's not forget the cat.
Yeah.
It's Notorious Cat.
And that could be that could be your whole thing, the Overlord cat.
Yeah, that's speaking of overlords. We're writing another song, new song. It's called Robotic Overlords, about robots taking over the whole world, telling humans what to do. It's called Robotic Overlords.
Is that going to be on the new EP or is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be on the new EP too. Yep.
I saw you put a whole bunch of stuff. I followed you on Bandcamp. I saw you put a whole bunch of stuff up on there.
Yeah, we
That's
finally
pretty
got around.
cool.
We finally got around to getting all of our merchandise together because we got so much of it left over from the Bigfoot conference. We got all kinds of shirts printed. We got beer bottle openers. We got stickers, CDs, a little bit of everything. And we finally got around to putting it
Are you
on there.
gonna put your songs on there where you can listen to them?
Yeah, eventually. It took us 2 years to do the merchandise, so
Oh, really?
yeah, we're working on it. You know how bands go. We're trying
Yeah.
working full-time jobs and then trying to do this on the side. It's like it's a lot of work, but
It is a lot of work. Yeah.
yeah.
I totally understand that.
And plus I have to sing and play guitar, so I feel like I'm doing two things at once. I'm doing double.
Oh, come
In the band.
on, Dave. Don't even. Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm not letting him get away with that. I do everything. I use all forearms and legs.
It feels like I'm doing double work.
That's because you do half the work half the time. So when you do the actual work, it feels like twice. I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
I don't know. I always think that singers and guitar players should get paid double because I'm doing two jobs. Right?
How'd that go over
No, that is
the
not
rest of the
right
band?
at all. Not even close to.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I gotta be going here pretty soon.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
like-
get going. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's meeting B. I gotta take off. But yeah, thanks for having us on. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool
of
talking
course.
to you.
Appreciate it.
And so the Triangle is out. You guys have another EP coming out. You're going to be playing some shows in Ohio over the next month and a half.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yep.
People can keep an eye out for new work coming out from you soon.
Yeah, they
But,
follow us. Our main page is on Facebook. We have
Okay.
a lot of our main stuff's on Facebook at Black Sasquatch.
Sounds
We have a
good.
YouTube channel, Black Sasquatch. Instagram.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
Twitter.
great live footage there.
Yeah, come
Check it out. We're on Bandcamp
Cool.
now, so
Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck with everything. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks,
very
man.
much. Thanks
See
for
ya.
having us.
keep it squatchy.
Keep it squatchy.
Indeed. Squatchy.